Hi everyone, I'm Michael Gordon. Well, it had already been a hectic start to the year, and now the Upper North Island is having to contend with the cleanup after the massive rainstorm this week. The Gordon house was fine. Like many people, I'm working from home this week just to help take the pressure off the transport system. In terms of the scale of the damage, I'd stress it's still early days yet. The assessments are still going on, and we'll update our numbers as we go. But so far, it looks like the cost of the damage could be plausibly in the range of $500 million. That would make it New Zealand's most expensive weather-related event by quite some margin, although still quite a bit smaller than the major South Island earthquakes that we've had in past years. To put that in context, the building industry already produces well over $40 billion per year. And with the industry already quite stretched, particularly in home building, that doesn't necessarily mean this is going to be a boost to activity. Rather, we may see some work delayed or even shelved as the repair work takes priority. There is likely to be some upward pressure on inflation, at least in the short term. Building and maintenance costs are likely to rise further, and the damage to some crops means that food price inflation could stay elevated for a while longer. But neither of these are sources of sustained inflation that might warrant a response from the Reserve Bank. So I note them more as something that'll just require a bit of patience to look through as they affect future data releases. Turning quickly to the data this week, the employment figures for the December quarter were pretty close to what we expected. The labour market's still very tight, but there are early signs that we're now past the very peak. The real story is going to be around what happens in the year ahead as higher interest rates squeeze people's spending, and in turn what that does for the demand for workers. We are expecting the unemployment rate to rise over the next couple of years, reaching a peak of 4.8% on our forecasts. That's not particularly high compared to history, but it would be consistent with a much lower pace of wage and price inflation than we see right now. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next week.